Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're doing great this morning. I have an adventure that I'm going to be embarking on that I wanted to tell you about and invite you to join me virtually and just to share all the details with you. It's really exciting. I've been invited on behalf of Fred Olsen Cruises to participate in a cruise for journalists to scenic Spain. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving in about a week, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be traveling around the northern Spain from Liverpool, and I'm super excited that they asked me to join them and to share my experience with you with the 60 and Me community. Now, I love cruising. I'm a big fan of cruising, and I haven't done that many in my life, but this is one that I've never experienced. And Fred Olsen is a line that I've been working with for a while, just sharing their information on Twitter because I really think they offer some unique cruises and perspective for older cruisers, for older women, and solo travelers in particular. So I said yes to this opportunity, and of course I'm going to enjoy every minute of it, I'm sure. But I wanted to tell you a bit about it, and just so that you'll not be surprised when I start telling you about my adventures in a few days' time. So it's the Scenic Spain tour. It starts in Liverpool, as I mentioned, and of course Liverpool. I've been there once, and I love the doors. The houses are amazing, but also, of course, the Beatles Museum is there, and it's just a really fascinating a city. And so I'm going to be there I'm going to be there on the 21st of September, and I will be there kind of late in the afternoon. So if you live in Liverpool, and you want to come and have a cup of coffee, I'm going to be around for most of the evening because we leave on the 22nd. So if you're in Liverpool, you're nearby. I don't know where the dock is, but I'm assuming it's not too far from everything. Just drop me a line at margaret@60andme.com, and we can arrange a time to get together. And I'm also going to then, after the cruise, be in Bath and in the sort of that area, Wiltshire area, for about 3 days. So I'll be in Bath and Bristol. And again, if you live in that area, I'm going to be there doing some other work and just, checking out a few things. But I'd love to see you. So if you live in that area, just again, send me an email, margaret@60andme.com, and we can arrange something. So anyway, it'd be really nice to meet some of you on the road. I've done it, in the past, and it's such a joy. I really do love it. So let me tell you, first of all, about the cruise. Now, it's the culture, traditions, and scenic experience of northern Spain. Now, it starts in Liverpool, as I said, and the ship that we're on is going to be the Boudica. Now, the Boudica is one of the traditional Fred Olsen ships. I've seen pictures of it. It's gorgeous. It's a mid-sized ship, so I think it only carries like 900 or so people. So it's not like one of those massive cruise ships where you kind of become a door number rather than a person. It's going to be really fun because part of the reason I love small ships is you can get into the kind of smaller harbors and smaller ports, and the itinerary is really, really cool. Now, Boudica. I love this name of this ship. It's Boudica. She was a warrior in Britain, and I think it was around this AD 61. She was the head of a tribe called the Iceni tribe, and she fought back the Romans when they were attacking Britain in AD 61. And unfortunately, she didn't win, but she did put up a good fight, and that's kind of what I like about Boudica. I think she's a woman, strong woman who just believed in what she was fighting for, and I just thought it was kind of relevant and appropriate that I be traveling on the Boudica. So it's a nice ship, and I'm looking forward to that experience. By the way, Boudica has a statue in London it's Boudica and her daughters. I guess they were fighters as well, and I think it's right near Westminster Bridge. I know I've passed it, and it's quite dramatic and a significant statue. Not too many female statues in around the world. And in London. But anyway, Boudica's got a statue in London, Boudica and her daughters. So anyway, we're like Boudica. We don't give up. We try. We keep going. Now, of course, I've not been to any of these places that we're going to travel to in Spain, but we're promised lots of great food and wine. There's like the Asturian sidra, which is cider that you can get in Avils. And I guess there's Rioja and now Pintox. I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's like a tapas that's unique to this part of Spain, and that's in Bilbao. And I'm sure I'm gonna gain 5 pounds at least, trying all this wonderful new food. But Spain, is a gorgeous country. I've mostly been on the south coast, but this is something brand new. Now, also, one thing I've always wanted to do in my life is to visit the Bilbao Guggenheim Museum, which is like there's Guggenheims around the world, and this is the one in Bilbao. And it's such an unusual building for a start, but it's really going to be fun to visit it, and that's one of my highlights that I'm looking forward to. And of course, there's some cities like La Coruna and the Europa Mountains, I guess, surround the area that we're traveling through. So we stop at various points and enjoy the countryside as well as the cities and towns. And there's medieval churches and buildings that they say are highlights, and I'm getting excited just talking about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the most important thing for me with this cruise is that I take a look at it and make an assessment as to whether it's a great fit for our community, and so I can give you feedback. Now, what I know that others have written about the Fred Olsen Cruises is that it's really geared for an older demographic. There are some children's activities, but it's not really a kids' cruise. And so that I think that means that there's going to be just a more sedate kind of classical cruising experience. But us 60-plus-year-old women do get up to fun, and I'm sure there's some dancing and some, activities that will give me an opportunity to stand up for us women who like to have fun in our 60s, because maybe there's a stereotype that we need to help them understand. We're just not the classical 60-year-old women that they may have catered to in the past. So I'll be talking to people and sharing my view and sharing your comments too. So when I do put some articles up on Facebook and just post a few pictures, give me your feedback, because then I can give it to Fred Olsen, and I'm sure that they will appreciate that. Now, I've actually, as I've mentioned, I've done some cruising with other companies, and I love them. And it's always challenging to compare, but I do think that Fred Olsen offers a more budget experience. I know that on their website they actually put solo pricing, so they put the room price for the room, for a double and a solo room, and they do have a supplement. It's not, they're not the same price as as just the regular double rooms, but they do offer the option. And what I like is that they're upfront about it. They actually do put the solo pricing right there on their website. So I think that's really important. They depart from a lot of ports in the UK and in Europe, but now they're expanding to the United States and beyond. So that will be one of the conversations I'll have, because it's for people all around the world in our community to enjoy. And of course, a lot of our United States sisters come to Europe, and when they're here, like to do cruises or other town adventures. So I think it could be really interesting for us to explore this opportunity. They also do enrichment programs, like learning ballroom dancing and maybe other kinds of hip hop dancing, seminars, workshops. It's going to be fun. I really don't know what to expect, but I want you to come with me on the journey virtually and give me your questions and feedback. And also, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you're in Liverpool on September the 21st, evening of the 21st, or if you're in Bath, Bristol, Frome, that kind of area in September the 29th through the 4th of October. I didn't say that earlier. So yeah, the Wiltshire area is the end of the cruise, the 29th through the 4th of October. So just send me a note, margaret@60andme.com, and we can work out some details if you're around. Okay, so I'm ready to go. I'm ready for my cruise. I've got my scarf that's going to blow in the wind as I stand there overlooking the balcony. And I have my make sure it stays there. Okay. And also my hat. I love cruising. Well, look, have a wonderful day, everybody. And I will be there for you and having fun on your behalf. And look for the articles and posts, and I'll let you know how I'm doing. But that's in a few days. So 21st of September through about the 4th of October. Okay, everybody. Well, have a fabulous day yourselves. And I will talk to you all again really soon. Bye-bye for now.